Alright, so I am playing the original Command & Conquer game, or at least the remastered version of the game that was released in 2020. It had been... Well, I have to say that, although I don't really produce a lot of videos on this channel regarding it, the real-time and turn-based strategy genres are one of my favorite types of games out there. In fact, there were certain strategy games, turn-based strategy games, which I have spent probably more time playing than any other game. Now, I'm not really going to go into... somebody's shooting already. Check it out. It seems as though the AI has decided to spawn me really close to an enemy base. Fortunately, they're already under attack by somebody else. So,
construction complete.
This might
New construction option.
come out in my favor.
Building.
Let's just get some infantry together in case I have to launch an attack on them right away.
Unit ready.
But, okay, so
Unit ready.
this is the original Command & Conquer, or the remastered version, so it looks a little better.
Unit
And
ready.
you have this fairly typical overhead view. You gather resources, which is the Tiberium over here. You build your own base. You build up your military, then you move forward and attack an enemy. Pretty straightforward.
Ready.
Nothing all of that unique about this game. Now, this was not the first real-time strategy game in existence, but it was definitely one of the early ones, so it can be forgiven for not having the greatest level of originality.
Unit
So don't give it too
ready.
much shit.
Building. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Get in there and fuck this thing up.
Building. Construction complete. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Alright, this is a bit of a disorganized mess of an attack that I've had here.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Alright, that didn't work out at all. But let's... Don't build there.
New construction options. Building.
If I can build tanks, I can build weapons. Whatever, I don't know. Kill him, quick. Don't let him fire. Alright, so I'm going to have to build up a force to go and attack this, because they're entirely too close to for comfort. I don't know why we're so close to each other
Unit ready.
if
Building.
the map is as large as it is. They spawned us really close, and honestly, I think somebody else was spawned really close there too,
Construction complete.
because there's a battle going on. They're under attack by somebody else.
New construction options.
So perhaps I can,
Unit ready.
perhaps I can take advantage of this situation by attacking them and taking them out before they become too much of a threat to me.
Construction complete.
Ah, they sold it. Alright, that should keep me with enough power for a while. Pretty much all you're ever going to have to do in this type of game, especially in early real-time strategy like this, is
Insufficient.
gather resources, build your base, blow shit up. Pretty straightforward, right? Alright, I'm going to build a fast scout unit. So I'm going to build this Humvee here. I need to get a better idea what's going on. There isn't a sort of fog of war in this game like you see in like Warcraft 2 or anything like that. So once the map is revealed, you are pretty much good to go. Alright, so I'm going to scout the area. I want to see what's happening over here. I'm not likely to attack. I lost a unit. All right, so they've got this laser tower over here that I got to do something about. They're under attack though from the south. So if I can launch my attack opportunistically while they are... they sold it. Launch a kind of opportunistic attack while they are under attack from a different direction.
Building.
I can take them out. They want me to build silos.
Building. Construction.
This is just to place extra Tiberium that you mine from these positions.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
The AI has a tendency to sell off structures as they are damaged significantly. So see, look at that. It just sold it. Now it's got a few extra units to help defend, but it did lose its power plant. I don't know how willing it is to do that, though. Like, if I launch an attack on the next power plant next to it, will they do the same thing there? Because in doing that, they're likely shut their entire base down. In fact, their base might not function now. Nope, they didn't do it. Alright, my unit construction has stalled a little bit.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Get over here.
Building.
I'm going to stage my... Oh, somebody's coming to attack. Oh. Alright. It's just a harvester. Up. I flushed them out. They're coming. No! Get your ass over here. What's wrong with you? My God, they are terrible at following orders.
Building.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright, so I got to do something about that before I get a successful attack off the ground.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Insufficient funds.
Okay, it's gone.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Alright, I'm not going to wait for the enemy to assist. Let's just get in there and start fucking them up.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They just deprive themselves of all their power, electrical power.
Lost.
Run them over.
Affirmative.
Run them over.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Yes, sir. No. No.
Oh, they sold everything off. Got them.
Building.
Alright, so that actually gives me a little bit of breathing room. Because they were entirely too close for comfort.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
They were entirely too close for comfort. But they're dead now, so we can move on with our progression of our technological, race here. So now that I've taken that first one out,
Moving out. Moving out.
I'm going to send this Jeep out to scout because there's another enemy that's close. Not as close as that one, but somebody's close by. In fact, they're over here. Look at this. It's probably just a harvester, but...
Unit reporting.
Insufficient funds. Construction complete.
Oh my God! Dude!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Comm center ready.
New construction options.
Alright, so advanced guard tower, advanced radar minimap, ion cannon support. Yeah, let's build that.
Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Alright, they're a little further away than I was expecting.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
It's another Brotherhood of Nod base. So they're going to have the same technologies that
Moving
of
out.
the enemies that I just defeated.
Affirmative.
Kind of like it. I'm a little surprised that. I mean, granted, the AI is dumb as a rock.
Out.
Oh my god, just run him over.
Yes, sir. Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Instantly, sir.
Unit lost. Building.
Driving me nuts here. It's been a while since I played this game, so I'm not doing an incredibly efficient job of
Building.
playing through this.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
But, you know, we're getting there.
Unit ready.
Oh shit, get out of there. Unload, come on now. Tiberium will regenerate, so I don't have to worry about just completely running out of resources, but it does take a while. I'm actually going to sell off
Construction complete.
this because it's money I can use for other purposes.
Ion cannon charging.
Ion
New
cannon!
construction options.
I need a power plant.
Low power. Building.
They do kind of have me limited in terms of like where I am and what I can do,
Yes, sir.
because they got me
Construction
jammed
complete.
into a tight corner of the map here. That is, I don't have much in the way of room to expand. Alright, so I have a super weapon, the ion cannon, which is charging. Apparently it takes 5 minutes to charge. Once it does, I'll be able to launch an attack from space, which will come down and just fuck these guys up.
Building.
I flushed them out. They're on their way. I am actually going to... my guard tower is not going to be prepared by the time they get here. This guard tower is not doing any good. I should just sell it. Oh, apparently I was wrong about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Come on. It's not in a good position, so
Structure sold. Construction
Let's just sell it.
complete.
this is in a much better position anyway. It's a better guard tower too, so... How much money do I have? $2,000 to build a refinery.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I should consider building a
Building.
repair facility. How much is that? $1,200. I don't have enough.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes,
Fuck them up. They're about to launch another attack. I'll flush them out again as soon as this attack starts. They'll come to attack me.
waiting on acknowledge.
And I should do something about them pretty soon because they are building a nuke here. This will at some point give them the capacity to launch a nuke on me. I should do something about that soon.
Unit affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh. they're not.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Acknowledge.
They're actually going to attack the tank. Oh my god, the AI is so stupid that it's trying to attack my tank there.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting out.
Maybe I should attack a power plant instead.
Acknowledge. Moving out.
This is not an attack that's intended to destroy them. I just want to sort of do a little bit of damage and then withdraw.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit lost. Unit
Moving
lost.
out. Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Oh,
Building.
rocket launcher. That's going to be useful. And an MVC. That'll really...
Unit
It's expensive. Ah, shit.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Get out of there.
Moving out.
Unit ready.
Where can I build this?
Building. New construction
Unit
options. Insufficient
Unit
funds.
reporting.
Of course, insufficient funds.
Acknowledge.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so... I should build another base over here once I can get that MVC
Repairing.
constructed. Oh, somebody else is attacking them. That's good.
Ion cannon ready.
Alright, the ion cannon's good to go.
Select target. Target.
See, it'll take 5 minutes and 1 second to charge that, but it'll do enough damage to destroy a slightly armored building like a power plant. The power plant goes down, their ability to generate their nuke goes down as well. So that's the reason why you would want to do that,
You got it.
as opposed to attacking a more powerful or more strategically... instead of attacking the nuke itself or a
Repairing.
defensive structure, take out a
Unit
power
ready.
plant.
Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Do I need both the comm center and the advanced comm center?
Structure sold.
Apparently not.
Our base is under attack.
Moving out.
They're not going to be able to get through that, are they? This rocket launcher is going to be very
Insufficient
useful
funds.
when it comes to attacking the enemy, but I don't know if defensively it's going to be a very good thing to have. What am I missing? What other technologies can I build? Commando! That's
Building.
useful. Commando is a sniper unit. It's capable of sharpshooting individual soldiers, although not tanks or any kind of vehicle, from a distance. Commando is also really good at destroying... is also very good at destroying structures. So you'll see this go into effect when I finally get the Commando over here and start bombing buildings. I do have to watch out, though. They have a laser tower here. They have a few laser towers, so I should probably take out a power plant instead. Come on, Commando. Commando and the MCV.
On hold. Cancelled. Building. Unit ready.
Okay. Not useful at all against individual soldiers.
I'm on it.
But really useful, or I'm not, rather, got that wrong. Not useful at all against armored units.
I'm on it.
vehicles. Exceptionally useful against structures and infantry. See, watch this.
Insufficient funds.
Look at that. Just fucks them up from a distance. Once I can get my ion cannon charged, I can take out another power plant or maybe the guard tower.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And move in and start fucking them up. Like, they're in a bad position right now. They don't have any armored units.
No problem.
Oh. Okay, there's a...
I'm on it. You got it.
Take them out.
Keep them coming.
They can't... It doesn't look like they have a war factory, so they can't build armored units.
Moving out.
So they're probably just in a bad position. They probably either don't have the technology or they don't have the resources or something. So they're not really in a position to defend themselves against what I'm about to do.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
All right.
I'm on it. Coming. No problem. Keep 'em coming. I'm on it. Real tough guy.
All right, I'm just going to let this attack burn itself out.
I'm on it. No problem. I'm on it. You got it. No problem.
Ion cannon.
Keep 'em coming. I'm on it.
Select target. Ion cannon charging.
All right, they've pretty much got this.
Insufficient funds.
They've got this handled.
No problem. Keep 'em coming. No problem. Keep 'em coming. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Keep 'em coming. I'm on it. No problem. Coming. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. No problem.
Look at all the damage I just did to them. Crazy.
No problem.
Crazy.
Reporting. Got it. Right away, sir.
Yeah. I'm on it. Keep 'em coming.
Yeah, this guy's even bypassing and going straight to me now.
I'm on it.
Ridiculous, really, but...
You got it. You got it. Keep 'em coming. I'm on it. Real tough guy. Keep 'em coming. I'm on it. You got it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. You got it. I've got a present for you.
Sounds like Warcraft music.
Unit
Oh, he got him. I did take out their nuke, though. Oh, they do have another one. What the fuck? Why they have two of those? Alright, what kind of money do I have? Oh, the MVC isn't built yet.
Unit reporting. Waiting order. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, moving out. You got it. Ready and waiting. Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Acknowledged.
Fuck them up.
Waiting order. Got it. Yes.
unit lost.
Unit report. Yes. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
No, get down here. What the hell are you doing? My god, the unit AI in this game is atrocious.
Yes, moving out. Got it. Moving out. Unit affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, got it. Moving out.
New construction.
They sold everything.
Unit
Wow.
lost.
Why did they all just die like that? I don't know what happened.
Repairing.
What I did do, though, is I went and I took their mobile construction vehicle
On hold.
which allows me to now build all of their technology, like the Hand of Nod or an airstrip.
Construction complete. New construction options.
And this
Building.
this is amazing that I mean, okay, I did an engineer rush is what that technique is called, where I sent an engineer into a damaged structure, took it over, and that gave me the capacity to build all of their technologies. Damage it enough to it's about half damage, and you throw an engineer at it. Once they lost their construction yard, I guess the AI looked at it as being, well,
Construction
this
complete.
faction, this
New
it's a lost
construction
cause now,
options.
so there's no point in trying to continue the fight, so it sold off all of its structures and just sent everything at a sort of like a Zerg rush towards my base to do whatever damage it could with whatever it had remaining. Because once you lost your construction yard, and they didn't have a war factory, a weapons factory, they weren't able to construct a new one, which meant that they were just going to atrophy. Like, they would fall victim to just slow damage that I piled on them.
Building.
There wasn't really anything they could do to defend against it. But, you know, all the better for me.
Construction complete. Ion cannon ready.
See, I can also build... Can I build a missile silo?
Our base is under attack.
Just keep throwing yourself up against that. Guard tower, SAM site, turret.
Building.
Once I built everything I think I want from this, I'm probably just going to sell this construction yard. Because
Construction complete.
I don't need another construction yard. Alright, so this will increase the defensiveness. Turret's really good for attacking armor. Advanced guard tower is good for everything. They're not... I've yet to see them launch an air attack on me. So, I'm not gonna bother with that. Launcher, light tank, medium tank, rocket launcher, artillery, mammoth tank.
Building.
This is a piss poor attempt at hurting me.
Our base is under attack.
There must be some reason why they're not sending any
Insufficient funds.
they're not sending any
Unit ready.
armor units at me.
Building.
Maybe they don't have the capacity to build those. I forget how many different types of anything there were. I see the Tiberium is regenerating around all of these, so eventually they'll be useful again. Right, is there anything I needed to build from here still? I don't need a SAM site. They're not launching physical aerial attacks. Barracks, I got barracks. That's... And I don't need a second base here.
Ready.
It's just a vulnerability. They're eventually going to attack.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Roger. Roger.
So give me the money, and we will build more units. Where is my recon tank? I thought I built a recon
Building.
bike.
Unit ready.
Where is it at? Here it is. They nod.
Reinforcements have
Oh,
arrived.
actually I did. It was built. I just didn't see it. It can be shot down, I think, which is a downside.
Moving out.
But it's not something that actually happens that often.
Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
A lot of Tiberium over here. Although it has been harvested a bit.
Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes.
Unit lost.
All right.
Affirmative. Moving out.
They have a better organized base than the last one that I defeated.
Moving out.
And there isn't going to be anybody else. Oh, it's open up into the north.
Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Flush them out. All right, head home.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Head home. All right, I know where they are. I know what I got to do to defeat them. They are sending aerial attacks, though, so perhaps I should have built that AA gun. That SAM site. But, you know, we'll be all right.
Repairing. Our base is under attack.
Unit reporting.
All right, so let's... They don't have any defensive structures, I don't think. So they are not really in a
Select
position
target.
to do anything
Silos
when I...
noted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so let's just fuck them up.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Especially if they're just gonna
Reinforcements arrived.
throw their
Our
stupid
base is
asses at
under
me
attack.
like that.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
All right, they don't seem to be aware of these guys I have positioned over here. So
Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
let's
Acknowledged.
stage all of my
Reporting.
attack from this direction.
Yes, sir.
And honestly, I'm not even gonna leave
Moving
a
out.
defensive setup because they're not capable of sending anything that'll get through
Yes,
this.
sir. Moving out.
I'm going to position them over on this side, and I'm going to go and attack from the east side. Prior to my attack, I'll send my aircraft in to, say, take out this. I'll ion cannon the other one, or maybe I'll ion cannon one of their barracks. Why not build another helipad while I'm here?
Repairing. Construction complete.
Can't build it near that one. That sucks.
Waiting order.
That sucks.
Vehicle reporting. Moving out.
Gonna take a little while for them to get over there, I guess.
Affirmative.
They have a lot of individual units. The Mammoth tank is going to be really good for taking out that kind of thing. But let's build
Building.
an APC, a
Building.
commando, and a few engineers
Unit ready.
for fun.
Insufficient funds. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
Now, an APC is an armored personnel carrier. It's a kind of tank that's intended not for strictly like attacking something, but for carrying troops in a defensive way, so they're not going to get gunned down by artillery or machine gun fire.
Yes, sir.
Come on now. Honestly, I'm so confident in my ability, I should probably just sell my construction yard. I'll get this done quicker.
Yes, sir. No problem. You got it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Structure sold.
This game is pretty much over anyway.
Building.
Reporting. You got it.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Building.
Okay, it can carry 5 units.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Moving out.
Building.
Yes. Right away, sir. Acknowledged. Yes. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
something like this is actually really good for an engineer rush, because you can go and ram an APC deep into your enemy's. Come on now.
You got it. No problem. That was left. Real tough guy. You got it. Keep him coming.
What the hell do they think they're doing here?
No problem. That was left. You got it.
If I could just load this up completely with engineers, I could just put it in the middle of their base, unload it, and then use all of those engineers to just bust them up. In fact, honestly, like I have such an advantage here that I'm overthinking this entire attack.
Moving out.
In fact, I'm not even going to attack from the east. I'm going to attack from the north. There's no point in dicking around with this. And I'm not going to wait any longer. Take them out.
Acknowledge.
Select target. Idle cannon charging.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Here they come.
I'm on it. Keep him coming. Have you left? Keep him coming. You got it. You got it. Tough guy. No problem. That was left. Real tough guy. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, wow. The harvester's trying to just kill my,
Keep him coming. No problem. I'm on it. No problem. I'm on it.
Harvester's trying to kill my
I'm on it.
my commando here.
No problem. Keep him coming.
And he got him, actually. What do you know?
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Silos moving.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit acknowledged. Moving out. Affirmative.
All right, let's get in there. Let's start fucking them up.
Waiting, moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting, yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, yes. Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir.
New construction.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Well, I didn't succeed in destroying them, but I did effectively destroy them.
Structure sunk. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Unit lost.
If I take out their construction yard, they'll capitulate.
Unit lost.
So let's just do that.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Moving out. Moving out.
If I can save my mammoth tank.
Unit lost.
I couldn't.
Moving out.
Alright, so I did lose all of my attackers, except for the choppers. Which,
Yes, sir.
were pretty safe from counterattack.
Yes, sir.
But I did effectively destroy their ability to engage in this fight. I destroyed their construction yard. I took out one of their war factories. They got 2 more, as it turns out. I didn't see those.
Silos.
Form out another.
Building. Our base is under attack.
Of course it is. Hey, a stealth tank. Flame tank. So here's the thing. The AI in this game is pretty damn stupid.
Unit
It's
ready. Building.
it's not really capable of putting up an effective defense. Like, for example, what I have here is enough to stop essentially any attack. They're going to take the shortest line possible to get to my base, which will always funnel them right into here. Apparently they never built tanks, even though they did have the technology for it. And then they go and they... In fact, each one of the enemies that I fought attacked me from the same point. So it's no wonder I was able to just sort of
Unit reporting.
send in these brute force attacks, which took them out.
Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building.
Now they don't really have anything left to defend against my next attack. And I could have done that last one better. I could have positioned my artillery in, say, over here, and then launched attacks over this direction, and then set up my other units defensively to protect them from the infantry that attacked, like my commando could have been there, and the commando could have been backed up by a couple of tanks, which could have destroyed the harvester, preventing them from getting run over. And I still could have sent my APC in here to do the engineer rush, which the engineer rush was really what won me the day there.
Moving out.
And that would have flushed all of them into getting gunned down, and then I would have slowly, whittled my way through their entire base. The attack that I did do did succeed. I essentially hollowed them out. I destroyed their construction yard. I destroyed a lot of their structures, where I took a lot of their structures and then just sold them. So I did succeed, although it was a bit of a bloodier affair than I would have wanted to see.
Yes, sir.
This is just to fuck with them a little bit. It might also flush them out, so they'll attack my base with what units they have.
Insufficient funds.
It did not.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
I only have 2 of these? I thought I had more.
Cancelled.
Unit reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Oh, here it is.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's just move in and wipe the rest of them out. I think we got enough of an advantage.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Unit yes, sir.
My god. Grenadiers are way overpowered in terms of their damage potential.
Unit moving out. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Dude, look how stupid these Grenadiers are here.
Got it.
Since their initial target was to attack that tank, they completely ignored all the infantry that they started taking fire from as soon as they,
Unit lost.
Unit yes. Yes.
come on.
Acknowledged.
Mush, mush, mush. Where did all these other units come from? Mush. Mush. Mush them all.
Vehicle moving out. Vehicle going.
Unit lost. Building.
Waiting order. Yes. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Unit.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit.
Unit lost.
Did they have an engineer? What are they planning on doing with that?
Yeah, no problem. I'm on it. You got it. I'm on it.
Oh shit, they have a medium tank now.
Yes, sir.
And is it attacking? Turns out they did build a armored unit. Although I don't know where it went. No, it's a harvester.
I'm on it.
Now, I'm not expecting the AI of a game this old to be really any good.
Repairing.
I mean, you gotta be realistic about what kind of hardware the developers were working with when this was designed. This was 20 years ago, perhaps.
No problem. I'm on it.
Yes, sir.
I could turn him around if I could do something about that tank. Prepare to die like its attack is going to be effective.
Yeah. Unit report. Yes, sir.
My commando strike would have been enough to take him out. If not for that one damn tank.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem. No problem. I'm on it.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
I'm on it. No problem.
Our base is
on
under attack.
Is it?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
really? Is that what you think happened?
You got it.
Alright, so here we go.
Affirmative.
They have more armored units. Jeez, why are they building these now?
Select target. Autocannon charging.
Didn't take out their power reactor. Where are my... Alright, so I got one mammoth tank and one commando. They have they have two medium tanks and a number of... They don't have any soldiers.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to engage until...
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Come on.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, no problem. I've got a present for you.
There we go.
You got it. I'm on it. No problem. No problem. Left. You got it. That was left. Yeah, you got it. I'm on it. I'm on it. You got it. I'm on it.
Unit. Yes, sir.
Really? You got another one?
Yes, sir. You got it.
Unit lost.
I'm on it.
Yes, sir.
Here I am trying to be all tactical and shit.
Acknowledged.
Don't I have any more Tiberium? If we mined the entire map. I guess we have mined the entire map. Really isn't any left. I mean, there's some little bit here and there, and it's just taking forever to get it and bring it back.
Unit reporting.
So, I mean, I don't have a lot of resources, but I definitely have more than enough to take them out.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
not organized
Silos
properly.
needed.
They have they tell me I need silos, but I'm...
Building. Our base is under attack.
I'm on it. No problem.
Oh, look, they...
Insufficient
Yes.
funds.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Let's try this.
Yes, sir.
Like, they're just gonna build tanks and tanks and tanks. Maybe I can get them to just expend all of their... Well, they're not trying... Oh, there we go. I think perhaps they can't operate their war factory without power. Although, honestly, I'm not sure of that.
Unit ready.
Unit ready. Alright, let's just
Structure sold.
sell off a couple of things that I don't think I
Structure
need.
Sold.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Get up.
I'm
Get out of the way. Get out of the
I'm
way.
on it. You got it. No problem. You got it.
Unit acknowledged.
Yeah, no problem. You got it. No problem. I'm on it. You got it.
Yes, acknowledged.
Yes, sir. On it.
What the hell?
I'm on it.
Into other worlds. Unit reporting. Moving out. Affirmative. Reaching out into yes, other worlds.
Ion cannon ready.
Yes, sir.
Of course it is.
Select target.
Yo, you got it.
Get up. Get out of the way. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm on it.
Unit lost.
God damn it.
Ion cannon charging.
I'm pretty damn sure I didn't order him to stop there.
Our base is under attack.
Reaching out into other worlds. Reporting.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, this is not going to be enough to take it out. But I do need to do something about that.
Into other worlds.
If I had my damn commando, my commando didn't frickin' stop for no fucking reason.
Structure sold. Structure sold.
There we go.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What do they even got? Oh, they sold everything.
Reporting.
Except for the heliports for some reason. They don't even have helicopters, but they still retained their heliports.
Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Music is so inappropriate for a battle. Fortunately, they have no means of repairing that tank, and since I didn't flush them out, it's just going to sit there and wait for my next attack to come and finish it off. In fact, I did so much damage to it that I'm pretty sure I don't even need both choppers to take it out for the next round of attacks. I can send the other one off to take out the harvester,
Yes.
which is orphaned too. It doesn't have a thing to return to.
Unit.
Silos needed.
Where's my other chopper? It didn't launch its attack.
Yes, sir.
Stupid of it.
Yes, moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Roger. You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so they're pretty much done.
Reporting.
I'm sure they'll sell this off at the last second.
Affirmative.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Mission accomplished.
Well, it was clumsy and took me nearly an hour, but I did it. Clearly, it's been a long time since I played this game, so I wasn't the most efficient. So I was Team 1, Couple Joe. I gathered less resources than the peak enemy did anyway. Wish they would show how many units I've constructed, give me a better idea of how efficient I was. But I'd kill a lot of units and raise a lot of buildings. Anyway, look at this map. They clustered the three of us here and then one here. No wonder we... Whatever. Anyway. That's Command and Conquer. I believe people call it Tiberium Dawn nowadays. It's an old game, and it plays like an old game, but a classic, so... You know.